Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. In this video I started chapter Circles of Class 10th NCERT. Let's start. Before starting any exercise, we should know what is a tangent. A tangent to a circle is a line that intersects the circle only at one point. See, this is a circle with center O. Tangent to this circle will be at a line which intersects the circle only at one point. So, this AB is a tangent. It is intersecting the circle only at a point P. Okay. So, this AB is a tangent. We will do theorems of this chapter in this video. Let's start with the first theorem. First theorem is theorem 10.1. The tangent at any point of a circle is perpendicular to radius through the point of contact. Let's start. Here is a circle with center O and a tangent AB is given intersecting the circle at P. Okay, I have to prove that this radius, that is OP is the radius, this is the radius, this radius is perpendicular to the tangent at the point of contact. That is, we have to prove OP is perpendicular to AB. Okay, let's start with the given. Given is a circle with center O. And AB is a tangent intersecting circle at P. Now we have to prove that OP is perpendicular to AB. Okay, we have to prove OP is perpendicular to AB. Now it is not given that OP is perpendicular to AB, so we have not to make this sign. Okay, we have to prove that OP is perpendicular to AB, but now we have not to show this sign of perpendicular. Okay, let's draw another figure not showing that OP is perpendicular to AB. AB is center with O and it is OP is the radius. Okay, let's start the proof. We will take some points on this line AB, take Q, R. Okay, join O to Q and O to R. Okay, we can do this construction, that join construction, join, first write, take some points on line AB and join OQ and OR. Okay, here is the proof starting. Now, as this Q lies on on line AB, so Q must be on outside the circle. If this Q is inside the circle, then this will not remain a tangent, it will become a secant. So Q must lies outside the circle to be a tangent, to be on a tangent. If Q is not on a tangent, then this tangent will become a secant. So Q must lie outside the circle and OQ is greater than OP. If, okay, write down this. Here I have written the point Q must lie outside the circle. If Q lies inside the circle, AB will become a secant and not a tangent. Okay, so Q must lie outside the circle and OQ is greater than OP. Similarly, we will take for the point R. The point R must lie outside the circle. If R lies inside the circle, then AB will become a secant and not a tangent. So OR is also outside the circle on line AB, on tangent AB. Similarly, OR is greater than OP. So look, these are the triangles making OPQ is a triangle, OPR is a triangle. So in a triangle, in this triangle OPQ, OQ is greater and OP is shorter. So similarly in this triangle OPR, OR is greater and OP is shorter. So OP is the shortest side. OP is the shortest side or the shortest distance OP is the shortest distance to the points on AB. To all the points on AB, OP is the shortest distance to all the points on AB. Okay. So, shortest distance is known as the perpendicular distance. So, OP is the perpendicular to AB. OP is perpendicular to AB. This is what we have to prove. We have to prove OP is perpendicular to AB and hence proved. Let's start the second theorem. Second theorem is the length of tangents drawn from an external point to a circle are equal. Let's draw the circle. Theorem 10.2. A circle with center O and two tangents drawn from an external point. This is the external point P. This is the tangent PA and another tangent is PB. Okay. We have to prove that PA is equal to PB. Okay. Let's write given. Given is a circle with center O and two tangents PA and PB. Look, a circle with center O, PA and PB are two tangents drawn from external point P. We have to prove PA is equal to PB. To prove PA is equal to PB. PA is equal to PB. Construction we will do here. Join O to A. This is the radius and join P to O. Okay. And join O to B. Okay. O to A is joined, P to O is joined and O to B is joined. Here is the construction. Join O to A, O to B and O to P. Okay, let's start the proof. Proof here is, we will take these two triangles OAP and OBP. In this triangle, we will prove congruency in these two triangles. This OA is equal to OP. These are the radius. And in the first theorem, we have theorem 10.1, we have proved a circle, this radius is perpendicular to the tangent. So, this is the perpendicular. OA is perpendicular to PA and OB is perpendicular to PB. The tangent at any point of a circle is perpendicular to the radius to the point of contact. This is the theorem 10.1. But with the help of this theorem, we can say that OA is perpendicular to PB and OA is perpendicular to PA and OB is perpendicular to PB and OP is common. These three things we have used to prove the congruency in these two triangles. By RHS, these two triangles will be similar. Right angle, side and hypotenuse. Right angle, hypotenuse, side. In triangle OAP and triangle OBP, OP is equal to OP common. We will write right angle, hypotenuse and then side. First write right angle. Right angle is, name these angle 1, angle 2. Angle 1 is equal to angle 2, that is 90 degree. Each 90 degree. By using theorem 10.1. Theorem 10.1. Then we will write hypotenuse. Hypotenuse is this OP. OP is equal to OP common. Then any side. Side is OA is equal to OB. This is the radii of the circle. By right angle hypotenuse, that is by RHS, triangle OAP is congruent to triangle OBP. By CPCT, we can say that is corresponding parts of congruent triangle. By CPCT, we can say that PA is equal to PB and hence proved. Okay. I hope you like the video, you like the calculations. Please do like, share and subscribe my channel. Thank you and all the best.